The world collapsed back in 2116. The year currently is 2247, a land of bleakness, darkness, chaos. The sun only shines for 1 hour a day, which charges the solar instruments and also charges the vehicles that are powered by solar energy. You must make it to the next village to pick up some much needed medical supplies for your village during this 1 hour, or your solar vehicle will fail once it turns to the darkness again, and you could become stranded somewhere in the darkness, waiting on the monsters to appear. Pedal to the metal using the Hateful place tonight. Mike, tell me about your character as you're starting out and preparing with your group of people to make this quick track around the next village.
Dusty's in his early 30s. He's pretty much is a loner that has learned that he has to be with people to survive. So although it grinds against him at every turn, he knows the benefits of being within a community, but might not enjoy it as much. He tends to want to make sure that he's taken care of first, because if you don't look out for yourself, who's going to look out for you, at least in this dog eat dog world. And Dusty's hanging out with these guys for a while.
All right, sounds good. Crystal, tell me about your character and your preparations with your group as you're waiting on the sun to rise.
Frenzy is sort of just a traveler going from different places, seeking different kinds of knowledge. Usually, she's learned to be able to kind of hunt and fend for herself. As she usually kind of much like the other character uh, would prefer to travel alone. Uh, but for now has taken on these companions, uh, to get to her next destination and hopefully learn some more of these powers that she's developed over the years.
All right, sounds good to me. Jan, tell me about who you're going to be playing and what their thoughts are as you're prepping to head out.
Well, you see a healthy looking man with short dark brown hair and gray eyes. He's wearing a durable dark leather jacket. If you ever seen a man who's always rational and never insane, that is Sam. He's easy to get along and almost never loses his temper. Almost. He drives a solar powered minivan in this post apocalyptic world like a completely sane family man with a sawed off shotgun. And you see him checking the oil and making sure that his solar battery is fully charged, and ensuring that he has a spare tire for his solar minivan. And he looks up at you guys and says, "Well, it seems like the car is in good shape. I'm ready to go."
All right, perfect. And Nikki, tell me about who you're going to be playing and maybe some last minute preparations you're making.
Okay, you see, she's about 25. Her name is Bubblegum, and she has bright green hair. And she is a believer, but she believes that God has given her gifts and then just left. And she does not truly, really worship a God, but she definitely believes in one that obviously doesn't like this world very much, given what he's allowed to happen. And she is oiling up her chainsaw blade on the bottom of her chainsaw gun or chainsaw chain. And she looks over at Sam and says, "If everything's ready, it's time we get out of here." And this is Bubblegum.
All right, perfect. And Daniel, if you'll bring us out, round us out there.
You see a young-ish woman, maybe 19 years old. She's even though she's pretty young, she's taken a pretty lead role in the small community, partially because she's willing to take the risks that other people aren't. She was traveling a long time and with a small group, and they were slaughtered by some of these ruffians out in the desert lands. One of which she, even though it was a child, was able to kill and recover the rifle that she now uses. So Charlie rides a motorcycle, and she tends to take point whenever possible. And yeah, it's Charlie.
All right. As you're all waiting for the rays of the sun to appear, Sam, I believe you and Dusty are going to team up in a vehicle. Sam, you're the driver. Dusty's your cohort there. And then we'll have Frenzy in a vehicle with Bubblegum. And Charlie is going to take Scout, I guess, on her motorcycle. Is that correct?
That's correct. You being the motorcycle is so much faster. She'll ride out ahead and then she'll circle around and she'll kind of move around the group.
Much faster to flee when it all goes to crap. Sam, what kind of vehicle you got us in today?
I have a solar minivan, which looks sort of like this one. Its roof is covered in solar panels, and it seats 4 people. And its top speed is fairly limited. I believe it tops off at around 55 miles an hour.
All right, perfect. As you and Dusty are getting ready to head out, Frenzy, I believe you're the driver of our other vehicle. What kind of vehicle are you taking us out in?
Frenzy has a Jeep that she drives around in. It looks kind of like this. You can never be too careful, So she's modified it a little bit to give it a little extra power from that sun kick.
Yep, looks good. There may be other ones out there along the way that look very similar to that one. As you and Bubblegum prepare to head out, you see the rays of the sun finally starting to appear in the sky as you're maybe at the starting line and head out, knowing that you have this 1 hour to get to the next village. You head out. Charlie, you're going to take the lead, you say, and kind of scout ahead?
That's right. Charlie will ride out on her solar-powered motorcycle. It's mounted as a small weapon, machine gun mounted on the front. And she'll ride out like about, half a mile ahead of the group.
All right. Sounds good.
Periodically stopping at, the crossroads or whatever so they can catch up, and then, she'll stay just slightly ahead.
Who wants to come up next, either Sam or Frenzy? And who will bring up the rear for us?
Frenzy will go next. Sam's in the van and all, and Frenzy has a little bit more mobility.
All right, sounds good to me. Charlie, you move along. You would think maybe 10, 15 minutes goes by. And as you do, like I say, it's not uncommon to see and meet other people on the road at this time, and some of them may be friendly, some of them may not. But you see this vehicle coming towards you, Charlie, and probably by the look of it, it's probably some type of probably trader or merchant by the look of the vehicle. And when he sees you, he flashes the headlights kind of dim real quick off and on towards you. And he's probably about, a tenth a mile away from you or so, a couple of tenths.
Okay. Well, I've got like a flashlight that we've already, previously set this up, I guess. I will shine it back towards the group so they see me flashing. 2 flashes, which means I'm encountering something that's unknown, so that they can be ready. And then I'll kind of pull up, keep pulling up towards them, and I'll raise one hand up in a peaceful motion.
Yep, as you pull up and you see the driver's window is covered by, it looks like almost like a garbage bag or garbage sack, but it's actually a cloth covering and like a tarp, and he pulls it down and you see an old man there, you would think very well aged and weathered, and he looks at you and he goes, where you headed to, youngster? There's danger out today. You better be careful.
Thanks, old man. Yeah, I will be. Just heading out west out here. Gotta move fast these days.
Well, I was just out trying to sell some stuff. Is there anything you need? But you better be careful, because back up the road there, some of those Black Knights, they had chased some people down and were harassing them. So you better be careful. They're a pretty young thing like you. They'd probably chase you down too.
Oh, yeah. Black Knights. Yeah. No, I think I'm good for now. But there might be some good trade further down the road. Hope to see you again. And then I'm going to just keep up. Boom. I'm just going to go past you.
All right. And you all would know, I mean, of course, Charlie, the only one that knows this right now, but you would know the Black Knights are like a group of just renegade rebels that they come out and just pretty much attack anybody and take anything they want during the daylight. And they all drive these dark black vehicles and dark black pickups. But that's who you would know the Black Knights are, Charlie. Everybody's heard of them before. But you continue along. The old man continues on the road. When he meets the other 2 vehicles, you see him put his hand up in the windshield and waves and continues on. He doesn't stop unless y'all stop him.
Sam waves at him and says, "Oh, go ahead."
Go ahead.
And he says, "Howdy, old timer."
Oh, do you stop him?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you wait for him to stop, he'll stop, and you see him pull the cloth tarp down of his window, and he goes, you going that way too? That I just met that girl on the motorcycle up there. Y'all better be careful though. Those Black Knights are out today. They had a family up there pulled over harassing them.
Oh, which way? Just straight ahead? How long? How far away?
Yeah, he points back the way that he come from and the way you're going. He goes, just over the top of the hills there. They may stop you, but it looks like you boys are pretty well got yourself together.
How many did you see up there?
Well, there was 2 vehicles of them. I don't know. I just kept going, hoping they would ignore me, and they did. They had those other people pulled over harassing them.
What did those people have that would have them all up in arms and harassing them?
Well, son, I don't know. Those guys don't care what you got. They'll take anything.
I suppose you're right. Well, thanks a lot, old timer.
Yep, and he pulls his tarp back up and continues on down the road.
With that, Sam switches on a little toggle switch on his console, and his the solar cell, it opens up sideways, and up comes this little contraption up on top. Goes, and oops, hold on a second. Yeah, that's the window that's opening up right now. And up comes this thing. And he says, well, it's always sane to be well armed in these parts. And he smiles at his friend Dusty.
Yeah. If they got a family, yeah, man, we can't drive by a family like that.
That's right. Well, you're going to have to man that cannon because I'm going to be driving. Honk, honk.
Said you got it. Is this a joystick for this thing?
Well, it's right there. He points at one of those consoles.
So Frenzy didn't stop. She kept going. But I was wondering, Tony, like, could I have like basically like a CV ready or something, and have it on like scanning to scan for any like like signals or something that might come up?
Roll me a mind check just to see how it's working. Though they're very
Okay.
archaic.
A 5. So I did not plug it in correctly at all. It's making pretty light, so I'm pretty sure it's working.
All right. But yeah, you continue on. Charlie, as you kind of get across the top of this hill, and crest the top of a hill on the old highway, you see directly out in front of you there a vehicle that's parked on the side of the road. It looks like some type of old station wagon or something. Roll me a mind check also.
Okay. I got 7. So nice.
Yeah, it just appears you don't see anything else around it. Just this a vehicle that's pulled off on the side of the road off the highway.
Okay. Do I see my group behind me still?
Oh yeah, if you stop there for just a moment and you can see them, they're getting closer.
I'll do the double flash my flashlight again so they know that I see something, and then I'll pull up next to the station wagon and take a look.
You said you are going to progress on down to it?
Yeah, I'll drive down and I'll assuming nothing happens before I get there, I'll jump off the motorbike and grab my rifle up my back and I'll walk up.
Yep. When you get there, in front of the vehicle that you couldn't see earlier from where you were at, you see a body lying there face down. You can tell the vehicle's just been ransacked and pillaged. I mean, the doors are open. Seems like anything of value has been taken from it. Appears to be a man that's laying face down there in front of the vehicle with blood coming out from around his head.
Okay. I mean, I'll look around, just to make sure I'm not about to get ambushed. And if I don't see anything obvious, then I'm going to go down and see if he's alive.
The closer you get to him, you can tell this is very recent. I mean, the blood you can tell is still pooling, and you can tell that no, he's where they shot him at. He's dead.
All right. I want to look into the station wagon and see if it looks like he was with other people. Like if I see signs of a family or if it was just a loner. The old guy's with people, but I don't know what he saw.
Yeah, you look in there, and you would think by that there was probably at least 2 occupants of this station wagon deal. But you only find the one body.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Okay, so I'm gonna wait here. I'll just do a quick little perimeter check. I'll wait for the group to get here because I'm guessing that they probably took whoever else was there. And I guess I'll look around for tracks or something if I can do that.
Yeah, I was going to say, you also noticed tracks leaving. Appears to probably be 2 different vehicles. One of them appeared to spin out and get back on the highway and heading the direction you're heading. And the other one appears that it took off back into kind of off the roadway into the kind of sandy desert part of the area.
Yeah. Okay. Does it look like so sandy that I can't ride my bike there and then we need the Jeep, or could I do my motorcycle?
You would think if you took your bike out there, yeah, it's going to sink down pretty quick. You wouldn't make it far on a bike.
All right. All right. I'll wait a few minutes till the group shows up and give them my report.
Yep. The rest of you, Dusty, you pull up, and I'm sorry, Sam and Frenzy, y'all pull up with your companions there and see what's the same scene.
Bubblegum and Frenzy.
So I say, well, from what I can tell here, there was 2 occupants in this car. So Black Knights probably took somebody. One of their vehicles headed off into the dust out there. I can't follow on my bike. The other one, though, went down the highway.
Sam, without getting out of the car, he hands a pair of binoculars over to Dusty and says, well, how about scanning the horizon over there? If these guys have driven down that road, they might.
Sam here?
Yeah, I think we're all here.
Yeah.
We're all in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I waited for everybody to catch up.
Oh, okay. I just thought I thought Sam would still be behind because he stopped the driver or whatever, but it's fine.
No, I'd said Sam and Francie had pulled on up there.
Okay, all right. I was okay.
I mean, you're a convoy, so you probably arrive together. One would imagine. Anyways, so I wait for both of you to arrive before I say anything.
Yeah, Sam hands over the binoculars to Dusty, ask him to scan over the horizon.
Yeah, I'll check out the horizon. I'll get out.
Yep. Are you looking off into the off area of the road of the more into the desert?
Yeah.
Yep. You see a dust cloud, and in that dust cloud, you see this vehicle coming straight towards y'all, Dusty, at a high rate of speed.
Oh, perfect.
And you know that is one of the Black Knight's vehicles.
Oh, wow. That's like an F-250.
Looks like we're going to have a few visitors, people.
I look over at the beat up shitty Bronco that Frenzy drives, and then this nice truck coming, and I'm like, well, he might get some new wheels out of this.
Always a plus.
Bubblegum, it looks like you're going to get your own vehicle.
I'm going to because I know one vehicle also went down the road because I saw it tear out. So I'm going to get my rifle out and look through the scope and use it kind of like as a viewer and see if there's somebody else coming from the other direction.
Yep, you're going to scan the actual highway itself on further.
Yeah.
You see, yep, it's clear. You don't see anything on the horizon that way.
Okay, good. So I say that, and I say, well, let's get ready.
Frenzy,
I'm actually going to get on the motorcycle, and I'm gonna drive down the highway a bit.
All right, you're going to move on further away from the group, okay?
Just a little bit, because I'm not.
That's what I say,
vehicle.
kind of.
Yeah. They're in armored vehicles. I'm not, so I don't want to be right in the midst of it.
All right.
Sane pulls out a sniper rifle out of the trunk. And
I ask Frenzy if she wants to, man the gun or drive.
Yeah, you know what? I'll go ahead and man the gun. That'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, Dusty, you're the one that saw him, so roll initiative for me.
That's a 6.
All right. This vehicle is closing in fast. You can take whatever actions you want to as y'all had a 6. What would y'all like to do? I mean, it's within probably shooting range of your vehicle weapons for sure.
Well, I'm going to get back into the van and see if I can draw a bead with the auto cannon on the driver. See if I can make a clean shot through the cab instead of hitting anything.
All right. Just make a standard attack roll. If you're trying to actually do that, though, I'm going to say that's a -2 if you're trying to actually do that and hit the driver's area.
No. That's a 6.
Yeah, you maybe you're not used to Sane's vehicle weapon that much, so you shoot way by this vehicle. It kind of swerves and jerks a little bit, but it's still coming straight towards you all.
I thought you had auto target on this thing.
what was that? Sane Sam he's stepped out of the vehicle and he's using that vehicle as a cover, but he puts down his sniper rifle across the front hood and takes an aim and fires at the driver. I'll take that -2 penalty.
Yeah, same thing. You can with -2 if you're shooting at the driver.
Man, 10. So he
Yep,
fails.
you see the bullet hit like the front of the hood, and as it does, it just bing, kind of bounces off at the top of the hood.
Can I take a shot with my gun before I get in the car?
Yep, you can.
Okay. Oh man, 4.
Oh man,
Go away.
yours hits the dust up there somewhere.
Could we attack and move at the same time? I mean, right after one another.
You're going to you were out of the vehicle, so you're going to have to jump back into it, right?
Yeah, that's what I meant. I wanted to jump back into the car.
Yeah, you can actually get back into it, but you're not going to be able to move this round.
Yeah,
But you can
That's
get
fine.
back into it.
awesome. Yeah, he,
Yep.
and he, as he does so, he's gonna yell out, "Well, moving target is harder to hit than just sitting here pretty."
Frenzy, is there anything you'd like to do before this thing's on top of you?
Frenzy jumps up on the 50 cal, and she quickly like puts a bandana over her mouth and pulls down a pair of goggles over her eyes, and then she slams the roof of the Jeep and says, "All right, I'm ready to go."
All right.
I assume it's too far away for me to actually shoot it with the 50 cal this time. So
Nope, you can shoot at it. I said it's in the range of vehicle
oh,
weapons.
okay.
For sure.
Yeah, well then I will shoot with the 50 cal then.
All right.
Nat 1, my gun jams.
Oh, man. You
How
see
have
this
we
thing?
survived?
Yeah, it just keeps closing in. And as it does, it is going to. It will target your vehicle, Sam. And as it does, you see the front of it where that winch is. You see these two rockets shoot out from that area, coming straight toward your vehicle, Sam. And make me a DR roll with your vehicle. Even though you're not really able to, I'm going to give you a -2 though, because you just got back into it.
Sure. Ooh, 8.
Yep. One of the rockets veers off. The other one is actually going to hit your van. Let's see how much damage it will do. $26 damage to your vehicle, Sam, as one of those mini rockets hits into your van.
Good old armor.
And we'll be up to the next round. Dusty, if you want to roll, continue to roll for us.
That's a 2.
All right, they had a 4. They continue on. Anything you'd like to do, Charlie, during the meantime? Are you still going to kind of stay off as you see one of the rockets that hit his deal, just for information?
Yeah. So like I drove up like a few hundred yards away, and I spun the wheel and turned around. Now I see this thing rushing. It's actually good that we lost initiative, because what I want to do is when the truck gets close, I'm going to come driving in like a maniac, and I'm going to try to jump into the back of it with a motorcycle.
All right.
And then I'm going to shoot through the back window with my vehicle weapon.
Yep, you'll see they're moving in closer. They go first. The vehicle, you see the passenger's window roll down, and a guy reaches out with some type of machine gun, and he's going to start shooting at your vehicle again, Sam. But he's going to miss pretty bad this time. The driver's concentrating, looking straight at your vehicle, Sam, as it looks like he's getting closer. You don't know if he's going to ram into you or what, but he's getting closer and closer as it is up to your group now.
I'm just going to unload it on with the cannon.
All right.
Brrr. Shit, 2.
Oh, man.
Sam is hightailing out of there. Solar minivan. It screeches and it starts off at a fairly pedestrian speed, actually. I mean, it's a solar vehicle. Come on.
All right. You're trying to
it.
get the heck out of Dodge, okay? Dusty, with you.
Actually, solar vehicles are faster because they don't have to have the combustion. They can just go from like 0 to like 6 instantly. They have no combustion engines. So
It's
like
magic.
those electric vehicles are faster.
Well, if you would allow it, you would just burn rubber.
Whatever you, it's 2247. I mean, who knows what the solar vehicle by then will do.
Nice.
Frenzy, anything you want to do? You a bubble gun?
Yeah, Frenzy is like cursing as she finally gets the gun unjammed, and she'll open fire on that vehicle again.
All right.
But with a 12, it just bounces off the armor.
All right. Bubblegum, you know Frenzy's up in the top of the turret of the weapon. Nobody's behind the wheel of that Jeep.
Oh, yeah, no, I got in after I shot and missed terribly.
You are getting behind the driver's side? Okay.
Yeah. And she's gonna shoot and miss, and I'm gonna drive We got those spikes on the front. I'm gonna drive straight, try to get around and impale it on the side.
Nice.
All right, go for
Awesome.
Ramming speed. Like Ben Hur. 15.
it. All right, let's see if he's able to dodge out of the way. He is not with a natural 1. He's not. He is not expecting you to. I mean, these are the Black Knights. Nobody takes him on, so he's not expecting that. Roll me some damage in.
All right, it's 5d10.
Yep, 5d10 for the vehicle.
Uh, 27.
Whew, okay.
Not great with 5, but still. Better than nothing.
You definitely scratch up that pretty pickup. Charlie, you're headed that way on the motorcycle. What you gonna do?
Yeah. I'm gonna try to like jump and do like a hit a berm and jump into the back of it, and then point my front mounted machine gun through that back window and blast the driver inside or whoever else is in there.
All right, roll me a first off, roll me a body roll
All right.
to see if your motorcycle gets out of the way and doesn't crash into the vehicle and wreck it.
18.
Yep.
Yeah, 18. So that's good.
Yep, you're able to direct it enough to skid it down or whatever.
So I get up there and then I'm gonna blast. 13. Oh, but I'm a fighter, so I get +2. So 15.
Yep, and you're concentrating on the driver's side, you said?
Yeah, I'm like trying to shoot the passengers, the driver inside you. Because I only have like a regular weapon. I don't have like.
Yep, you hit him. He's unable to maneuver out of the way. They're not expecting that either.
Oh, nice. I looked. I was like, "Oh, that's a crappy roll," because I got a 3 and a 2, but then I got 2 9s, so 23. So that's like an average roll. 23?
Yep. Oh man, this is what happens. You shoot the guy. He slumps over the steering wheel, jerks the steering wheel, and the truck starts to flip. As you probably think you either killed or severely damaged him. Make me a body roll to see if you're able to jump out of it and not take any damage yourself.
So you get for me to badass. 15, so I just made it.
Yeah, you're able to jump out of the way as you see this vehicle tumble over and stuff, and it lands upside down. You don't see anybody coming crawling out of the vehicle at all, but it is wrecked on its top right now.
Sam slows down his vehicle and turns the vehicle around and comments, "Now that was insane."
Oh man, Frenzy, I was hoping to save this one for you, but I think we bumped it up a little bit here. And I'm just gonna walk up with my rifle in my hand and just make sure he's dead.
Yep, you see the 2 occupants in it. You see the driver, and you see the guy on the passenger side that put the machine gun out. They are both definitely dead.
All right. I mean, I'm assuming that weapons are quite valuable in this world, so I'm just gonna grab the weapons quickly and toss them to Bubblegum.
Yeah, we would have pulled the truck up next to you.
Yeah, because you're right there. Yeah. So I'll just pull them out and be like, "Yeah, grab these.
I take them.
Let's get out of here before their other friend arrives."
Yeah, you also noticed there was no anything else in there besides just maybe some tools and things to change tires and stuff like that. But you don't notice this, any type of gear or any equipment that seems like maybe they've taken from anyone else. Seems to be pretty clean.
Oh, right. That's interesting. So either they dropped it off and their camp is out there, or the other car has it. So I guess we'll have to come back and see. But right now we got to get out of this these really before it gets dark.
Yep.
The rockets on those cars. I mean, on that car, is that detachable or?
No, if you go up there and look at it, it's wrecked too, smashed. But you've seen it probably the way that it is. It's like mounted in the front of that, and they actually have to manually put in 2 of these small rockets every time. It only held 2.
Okay.
I'll say, hey, friends, get on get that CB radio, right? Get on there and call back to the commune. Maybe they can get somebody out here and get this vehicle.
Well, I'm on the gun right now, but Bubblegum, you can do that. Sorry you can't get a vehicle this time, Bubblegum. Maybe next time.
That's okay. I'm gonna try to. Should I try to call him then? Tony, can I do that?
Yeah, roll a mind to see if the CB is going to get out.
Not with a natural 1.
Yeah, I mean, it's completely dead now.
She doesn't actually really have a CB. It's literally just not.
It's just like a radio, and
So-
like I plugged like a cell phone into like the like exhaust or the like little place where you make a lighter. And it's like, yeah, it's totally a CB. That's how
Yeah.
CBs work, right?
It's just it's just the body of the CB. There's no internal parts in it at all.
Yeah.
It's all been stripped. Hey,
I look up
you
at
guys
Frenzy.
having
What
some
the hell,
problem?
man?
You guys having some problem back there? What's going on?
We-
Damn CBs on the Fred skin.
Well, let me see if mine works. Oh, 9. Well, there's something going on out here. I don't know what, but it's interfering with my CB too.
We're all riding around with fake CBs.
Trying to look cool.
Well, sunlight's burning. We ought to get going.
Yeah, I'm like a few hundred yards down the road and I stop because I see nobody's following me.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll drive.
Yeah, Frenzy will just pound on the roof for you to keep going. She's going to stay on the 50 cal for now.
Charlie, you maneuver on as maybe as you look towards the sky, you see that you're thinking about probably about half of the hours past, that you're probably pushing the 30-minute mark after all this is, you traveled for about 15 or 20 minutes, and time you did all this and gathered stuff it's probably about 30 minutes left.
All right, I'm gonna motor ahead.
Yeah, you continue on. Make me a mind roll.
Sure. That is a, well, I think I have +1 in mind. I rolled a 14, but I think I have +1. And I do, so 15.
Yeah, you maneuver on and you see off the side of the highway up there, you see probably what you would think would have been some old type of convenience store or gas station. And sitting out in the front of it, parked are 2 of these.
Oh,
Oh boy.
perfect. All right. I'm gonna slow a bit and flash my flashlight so they know something's coming up. And then I'm going to actually drive like a bat out of hell. Like I'm gonna go super fast right past it, hoping that they follow me, and then my guys will be behind them.
All right, you are able to do that. You go flying past. Just a quick glance as you fly past. Doesn't appear to be anybody behind the wheels or driving or anywhere in these 2 vehicles sitting there. You fly on past it. The other 2 of y'all see that. Once y'all get closer, you see these 2 Jeep Bronco-looking vehicles sitting out of one of this old store. You see Charlie fly. Continue. Are you going to continue on, Charlie, or going up and not come back?
Yeah, if they don't start chasing me, then I'll like kind of stop like a few hundred yards past.
Yeah, you continue on up. Nobody runs out of the store. Nobody gets in the vehicles. They don't move or anything.
Yeah, I guess these like solar powered motorcycles are super quiet.
Huh.
Bubblegum is going to pull in Frenzy's vehicle, look up and say, "Cover me," and she's going to go try to hotwire one of them.
Uh-oh.
Oh man. Okay, you're gonna pull up and try to hotwire one of those vehicles.
Yeah, I guess. Yep, that's what I said.
All right. Roll initiative for me.
Yep. 4.
What's the rest of y'all doing? Is did you pull up too, Sam, or what?
No, Sam saw the car slow down, but he just kept on going, following Charlie. And as he drives, he yells out, "Come on, we don't have all that much time. We gotta get the medical supplies."
All right. You get out and start doing that Bubblegum to see if you can get the vehicle. You see, some supplies in there and stuff, but you don't see the door open and the guy standing out with the machine gun and shoots at you. Oh, make a DR for me, and I'm going to say you're surprised. So I'm going to give you -2 to it.
Okay. Oh, but I rolled a 17, so that's still 50.
All right, perfect. He shoots probably part of the vehicle there, and you look over and you see this very large, heavy-set, middle-aged guy sitting there with a machine gun. And he goes, "What the hell you think you're doing?"
Sorry. And I'll run back to my car.
All right, it is up to y'all's group on initiative. You run back to your car. Anything you want to do, Frenzy?
Most effective post-apocalyptic apology ever. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, Frenzy done changed. He done put off side of the road and changed.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, I couldn't have like the same vehicle. It just didn't feel right. So that's what I'm driving instead. I mean, like he shot at her. I feel like just out of instinct, I was on the 50 cal covering her. I mean, it only makes sense I would have shot back.
All right, shoot at him.
I mean, I feel like that's what my character would have done out of panic.
Well, sure, go for it.
But
By
with
the way-
3, she completely missed him.
By the way, you can record that soundbite because you just said there and apply it to every single game. I would have shot him. That's what my character would have done.
Yep, you shoot at him. You see him tuck tail, run back inside the store, and close the door after being shot at with a 50 caliber machine gun, of course.
Sorry.
Crystal,
jump
there are only swords in this game and no guns. I still would have shot him. It's
You jump back in the vehicle, Bubblegum. Are you going to take off?
Yeah. Probably heard Sane Sam with his sane words of wisdom. So
Charlie, you're sitting here, see all of this kind of go on, and all of y'all do, and they're back on the road though behind you now.
Yeah, as soon as they pull up onto the road and I see that they're coming, I go. And I go a little bit faster because I'm not sure that they're not going to be chased. So I
All right.
pick up on this a little bit. Hopefully the minivan can catch up.
Yep, you continue on. You probably go what you would think another maybe 15 minutes. So you see the sun is starting to definitely fade. You would know maybe there's 10 or 15 minutes of sunlight left. And you would also know, Charlie, just by design, you're pretty close to the village you need to be, but it's going to be close to make it there in time, but you're pretty close unless something else happens along the way.
Good. I'm going for it.
Yep, as you do, you continue on. Roll me a D6.
All right. 6. 1.
All right. The sun is starting to completely fall out of the sky. You know the darkness is pretty close as you get there, Charlie, and you see maybe the outline of the lights around this village are starting to fade, you know, from the solar panels that keep them going and going down. But as you get closer and top the deal, you see around the outside of the village, you see a dark robed figure standing there outside the gates of the village. And, you know, it's looked like he's talking or pointing in towards the village, talking to someone inside the village. You know, he's not looking towards your way.
Okay, I'm just going to drive up. I mean, that's where we're going, right? So.
Yep, you definitely know this is the village. You're supposed to pick up the medical supplies.
I do my normal double flash of the flashlight and then pull up.
All right. You're going to pull up next to this figure here?
Yeah, is he just standing there or is there a vehicle?
Yeah, he's just standing there on foot and like wearing this dark kind of maroonish red robe and just standing there.
Yeah. Yeah, I pull up like, you know, maybe like 100 feet behind him and I stop the motorcycle and I jump off and kind of, and I say, hey there. Looks like we just
roll
made it.
Roll me a D20.
Okay. 19.
All right. He turns and looks at you, and whatever semblance of maybe a human face it was is long gone. As you see this leather-looking, shrunken-up face with what appears to be like just blood. All the blood vessels are popped and stuff, and these insane-looking red eyes. And he goes, "Come to me, child." And you can roll initiative for the group.
Oh boy, I don't like that. 4.
All right, you get to go first. Your
Okay.
group does. Charlie, you're the closest one to him, of course.
Yeah, so I have the rifle across my back. I just swing it ground forward and I just let loose with it.
All right.
With a 14, so that's not.
All right. You shoot past him. It has no effect. He doesn't jump or have the fudge factor at all. He just stands there looking towards you. The rest of y'all in the vehicles are behind y'all. You can't see what this guy looks like from where you're at, but you see all of a sudden Charlie approaching him to maybe talk to him, and then all of a sudden start shooting this guy. What would y'all like to do?
Run him over.
Yeah, same with me too.
Run straight at him and run him over.
Man, Bubblegum don't put nothing behind anything. Listen.
It's not her car.
Yeah. All right, Bubblegum, you go first. You're gonna try to run him over, head that way.
All right. 19.
You run straight into him. Roll me some 5d10 damage.
All right.
Nothing more satisfying than that.
2 10s. Nice. 10, 20. 27. 39.
39, okay. You see, let's see, Sane, you see Bubblegum and them in the vehicle just gun it and take off towards you, and you see him just run this rogue figure over. And after the vehicle continues on past him, and also you would see this Charlie, you don't see the figure there anymore at all.
Nope. Shit. Is the gate open? Like who was
Nope, the gates are closed, and it is getting fairly dark.
All right, I'm gonna pushing my motorcycle so far to take me a little bit. I know that people have to go, but if that's the case, I'm gonna start moving towards the gate.
Oh, you broke up for me, Daniel. I heard something about the motorcycle and.
Oh yeah, well I'm gonna move towards the gate. I'm gonna push the motorcycle and move towards the gate.
All right. Sam, is there anything you'd want to do after you see Bubblegum run him over?
He doesn't see the figure anymore, right?
No, this figure is not on the ground or anywhere. You don't see it at all.
Oh man. Sam says, I suppose this is the most sane thing to do, and he turns on the headlights.
Who would have thought that would take care of the darkness?
Yeah. And he follows the rest of the group and says, Dusty, I don't see that guy anymore. What did he go?
Could she be dragging him?
I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. And then he just follows Frenzy and Charlie into the town if they open up the door.
All right. Charlie, you're heading that way to the gate. Roll initiative.
All right. 2 that time.
All right. The rogue figure had a 5. Let's see here what he's going to do. Yep, that sounds about right. He is going to Bubblegum you and Frenzy. Frenzy, you're still up on the mount of the 50, right?
Yeah, I guess. I like the vehicle's still moving, right?
Yeah, y'all are moving towards the gate, in my understanding.
Well, if we're still moving, then yeah, I'm on the 50 cal.
Yeah, and the back of your deal is open, right? The back of the bed and stuff. It's like an open area.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, just by the look of it, I mean, it is.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would say, yeah, probably, I guess.
All right. You feel somebody standing behind you, Frenzy, and as you do, make me a DR roll.
Alchemy,
Okay. What was this? Boom. Oh, yay, nat 1.
You look, because you catch the figure behind you. You see the rogue figure standing behind you. I mean, he's covered kind of in dust and stuff now. And then you see the wicked looking awful face as he reaches out and grabs hold of you. And since you failed, you will take, let's see, 33 points of damage.
Oh, cool. It kills me instantly.
How many did you have?
31.
All right. Yeah, he reaches and grabs you. and you just feel your soul just burn. I mean, you just feel everything inside of you just burn on fire as this figure grabs hold of
Nice.
Looks like Bubblegum has a car now.
you. Bubblegum, you hear, I don't know, I mean, I would say by that vehicle, you probably could see her fall over or whatever, and then you see the rogue figure standing there behind her and reach out and grab the. As it is up to y'all's turn. You know, Bubblegum, you'd be the first, of course, to see this.
Of course. I'm gonna slam on the brakes.
All right, I'm gonna make a DR roll for him as you do that. We'll give him. Oh, he made it though. He's held on somehow.
Okay. Well, I don't want to stay in the car with him in the. Because I'm assuming he can punch right through there and grab me. So I'll hit the brakes. And I don't know how much I can do in one round. Jump out and take a shot at him.
Yeah, I could say if you want to like hit the brakes, throw it in park, and jump out and turn around and shoot him, I'll let you. Sure, I'll let you do that.
All right. What I'm gonna do. Oh, thank you. 17.
No, he made his with a 16.
Okay.
You see your shot like hit the robes, and of him, and like it pierces through his robe, and you just hear like a poof as it kind of dissipates. Then the rest of you all see this. I would probably say Sam, you and them would see it first. I mean, I would think Charlie would be just ahead of Bubblegum and them. Probably didn't see it as quick as y'all do.
Sorry.
Yeah, Sam goes, holy! And then he skids. He turns the wheel so that you see the car drift to the side with all the, sand, dust billowing in the air. And he takes out his sawdust shotgun, points at him through the window, and pops at him.
All right.
Ooh, 15. Nice.
A 15, okay. He fails, so do some damage.
Nice.
What is it? It's 4d10, right?
Yeah, just a regular weapon, 4d10.
Where's the other one? Okay. I got 4, 6. It's 10, 9, and 3. That's 22.
22, okay. You see, as you blast into him, as the robes and stuff, he definitely takes a notice of what you just did. Dusty,
wow.
what would you like to do as you see all this going on?
I'm gonna try hanging out the window and firing my auto pistol at him.
All right, go right ahead.
22.
All right. Oh, man, he rolled a 19. You see your
Oh.
shots hit him, and as they do, they just kind of poof in the thin air and pass on through them or whatever you would think. Charlie, you hear all this gunfire and stuff going on behind you.
And he's inside the car. I can't see him. Right?
I would say once you turn maybe and kind of see your surroundings, you see a figure standing on what you would have known was Frenzy's vehicle up there where she was standing, but you can tell it's definitely not Frenzy standing there.
Oh, okay. He's on the other side of the car. Okay, that's right.
Yep. He's kind of standing up there where the machine gun was mounted.
All right. So this time, because I just swung my rifle around, just like blasted at him because it was spragging the first time, I'm going to bring it up to my shoulder, press my eye to the scope, and I'm going to take a nice clean shot at his head. I'm going to try to anyways. No, not with an 11. 13 miss.
Yep, you miss him. So roll initiative again.
5.
Crap, he had a 6.
That's better than having a 5.
Let's see what he's going to do. Oh man, this ought to be interesting. He is going to, you see him poof in the air again, just dissipate. Sam, you feel somebody behind you and you look and he's sitting in the seat behind you there. And he is going to reach out and try to grab you, but he misses you, but he is sitting directly behind you now, Sam.
Sam screams out, ah! And he points he points the sawed-off shotgun and shoots in the back.
All right.
Ooh, with a 7, he's not going to hit anything.
Nope, you probably damaged some solar panels there.
Jeez.
Um,
Can we see him? Or
what
is he
about
like,
Dusty, Ben? You're there with him?
Yeah, if I notice that, I'm going to shoot across my body with the 45 again into the back seat.
All right.
That's an 18.
Oh, he failed. Give me some damage.
Uh, 13.
All right.
Power 13.
You definitely know this time you hit him, though. Bubblegum, you hear some shooting going on inside the vehicle of Sam's now.
Is it stopped, or are you guys still driving? Because there's
Sam,
not much I
would
can
you-
do if
Oh, we were still driving. I mean, we were. Well, I mean, when he was like shooting at him, he skidded and he was like turning the wheel, and then with the window open, shot out the window to get him the first time. And they actually did a U-turn and driving on the other, driving backwards this time when the figure popped up behind them.
Okay, I guess, not much. I guess I'll get back in. Well, I guess it's my car now, isn't it? So, I'll get back in the car and just follow. I mean, if you're driving backwards into the town, I'll follow you.
Charlie, you notice the gates are still closed. They haven't opened. No one is on the ramparts up there talking or looking at you. It's pretty dark now, but the gates are still closed. You see the craziness and hear the gunshots going on, of course, in Sam's vehicle.
all right, well, I don't think I can do much about that. And since I'm probably pretty close to the gate at this point, I'm just going to run forward and see if I can see somebody through the gates. And if not, I'm going to see if I can get in.
Yep, you get no answer if you yell out. You don't see anybody. The gates seem to be pretty secure. We'll go on initiative again, so roll for me. Oh man, he had another 6.
I got 4 this time.
You had a 3, Charlie?
Yeah, I get
All right, he's going to reach out. He's still in the vehicle with you two, Sam. He is going to reach out and try to grab you again, Sam. Let's see. Oh man, he's going to hit. Make a DR.
Come on, baby. Ooh, 18.
Yeah,
Nice.
he reaches and grabs hold of you, and you hear in your mind, "Come play with me in the pits of hell." But you're able to fight it off. So, what would you and Dusty like to do? Is this that guy still in your vehicle?
Well,
Well, it used to be a man, I guess.
yeah, Sam says, "Well, I'm not gonna play in your playground because I'm wearing my seatbelt." And then he slams on the brake.
Hmm.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
He failed. So roll me I'm just gonna say 2d10 for damages, he maybe hit something.
Nice. 12.
12, okay. Yeah, you slam him into some of the metal side of the vehicle as you hit the brakes real quick. Dusty, is anything you want to do? He's still sitting behind Sam.
I'm trying to maintain my balance as he slams the brakes.
hopefully you're wearing your seatbelt as well.
Well, it's kind of hard since I was hanging out the window.
Yeah, do you want to shoot him? No, I'll let you shoot him too.
You'll let me shoot him? I will
Yeah.
fire at him, yes.
I'm gonna be nice before he kills one of y'all.
There we go. That's a 15.
All right, let's see. Oh man, he had a 15 also.
Oh,
Yeah, you shoot past him and goes through the window. Bubblegum, you still hear gunshots going on, some erratic driving by Sam, of course. I don't know if there's anything you want to do.
Oh, I can't. I don't want to hurt Sam or Dusty. So I'll just keep following them and hoping I can do something soon.
All right. Charlie, you're at the gates, right?
yeah. If nobody's answering, I'm going to pull my rope and I'm going to try to throw it up over the wall and see if I can get up and climb over the wall.
Yeah, make me a body roll as you're trying to throw a rope up there.
17.
Yeah, you think it's pretty secure. Maybe I guess you got a hook on it or something. You think up there and you pull,
Yeah.
and it seems to be pretty secure right now.
All right, I'm climbing up.
All right, Sam, I'll let you roll initiative since this guy's in your vehicle. So roll me a d6.
I got 3.
Oh no, he had a 3 also.
Oh,
Oh no.
Oh my gosh. All right, roll again for me.
Okay.
He had a 6.
Initiative? Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, baby. I got 5. Darn it.
All right. First of all, he's going to try to treat out and grab you again, Sam. Oh man, he rolled a 19, so make me a DR.
Come on, baby. What did he get? Oh no, I roll 5.
Oh man. Let's see. 15, 16, 28 damage.
Oh, that's just enough to kill me.
How much did you have?
27.
Oh man, okay.
Yep.
Dusty, make me a I tell you what, make me a body check to see if you can grab the steering wheel before the vehicle's wrecked.
No.
Yeah, Dusty, you see Sam just kind of slump down and the vehicle starts spinning and going out of control. You see the figure look at you and poof, he disappears. Let's see. Let me roll to see what. Hey, that's good though. You see the vehicle kind of spin around Sam's van, spin around and stop. You're able to eventually get it under control without it flipping. But you'll take 5 points of damage though, Dusty, as you're kind of banged up from it going sideways.
Doke.
The figure in the back has disappeared though. But Bubblegum, roll me a mind check.
Okay. 8.
All right. You hear and look, maybe as you're watching what all this is going on, you look and hear, and you see this large dog-like creature that is at the passenger side of your vehicle. I mean, it's big. I mean, it's the size of a probably like a small horse or something. And you see the blood and the foam and the saliva just pouring down its deal, and you see it lowered head, and it's going to try to charge in your vehicle and turn it over. And with 18, it will. Make me a DR.
Okay. 17.
All right. You're able to spin out of the way enough as it rams and maybe just hits part of the vehicle. And it is up to y'all now. What would y'all like to do? Charlie, you're still climbing, I guess.
I'm climbing. Yep.
All right.
I'm going to spin it around and charge right back at this thing.
All right.
Nice.
But not with a 13.
Nope. It's somehow, as big as it is, it's still limber enough to get out of the way. Dusty.
I'm looking to see where Mr. Spooky went.
He is nowhere to be seen in your vehicle. If you glance outside, like I say, it's pretty dark now. You don't see him sitting anywhere close to the vehicle. You see Bubblegum racing and charging, and looks like towards this large creature that has appeared out of nowhere.
I will, if I don't see him, I'll just, I'll go ram the creature.
All right.
Not with a 4.
Nope, not with a 4. Nope. It nimbles out of the way out of your direction. Let's see, Nikki, I don't think you hadn't rolled initiative, huh? So since y'all two are out there, roll initiative for me.
Okay. 4.
Yep, you beat them by 1. You get to go, you and Dusty.
I'll just keep trying to ram him for now.
All
The
right.
creature. Not Dusty, obviously. Maybe not obviously with me, but. Ooh, it's a 16.
All right. Oh, it fails its DR pretty bad this time. It wasn't expecting you to come back that quick.
All right. 29.
Yeah. How and where do you hit this thing to knock it down? And it appears to not be moving now.
Oh, I just rammed straight into it, flipped it up over the hood of the car, and it's now laying down behind me.
Yep. And it is not moving at all. Dusty, you see the great driving and ramming by Bubblegum, and this creature's not moving. Charlie, you get close to the top of the deal, and you see a hand reach over towards you. And it's like wearing this dark robe, and for a minute it scares you, and you jump back. But then as you see it's an older guy, and he goes, hurry, hurry, get in. And he reaches to grab you to come up top.
Awesome.
And he looks at you with just frightened eyes, and he goes, the man in the robes, did y'all kill him? He's the devil.
Yeah, I can see that. I have tried friends out there, and I'm going to flash my flashlight down to the group, hopefully they can see that I'm signaling that they should come up this way. And I got the rope hanging there, of course. And if anybody but them comes to the rope, I'm going to shoot them.
Yeah, he tells you also, but he says, yeah, they'll have to climb we can't open the gates. He can't come in unless he's invited. But if maybe your friends, they'll have to climb the rope. Hurry.
Yeah. So I'll do the flashy flash.
Yeah, I'll gun the engine and, skid to a stop and try to get up the rope, I suppose.
Get up the rope. We'll do that tomorrow. We'll get the cars tomorrow, hopefully.
Bubblegum, you're going to stop the rope. Dusty, are you getting out of the vehicle?
Yeah. If everybody's bailing, he's with that.
Yeah, Bubblegum, you're going up the rope. Dusty, you're waiting there at the bottom for your chance to go up the rope, and you sense something behind you. You turn, you look, and you see that robed figure, and he's got this very malevolent look on his eyes, and he goes, I got two of your friends this time. I'm going to be good, though, and let you survive, but I'll get you tomorrow. But by the way, call me the devil. Why don't you tell me how the story ends for you, Dusty?
How does the story end for me?
Oh, yes.
Well, Dusty isn't going to put up with this crap. Clearly, seeing the power of this beastie, I'm just going to unload on him. Because,
Yep.
I mean, I'm stuck at the bottom of a rope with no place to go.
Yep, and I'm going to give you a +2, number +2 for doing that. So see if you can hit him.
Oh, shit. That's a 5.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
You do that, and you see him just look at you and like tisk, tisk, and he disappears in the thin air. Bubblegum, you hear shooting going on. You turn and look back down the rope. You see Dusty shooting out into the darkness at nothing. So how's the story going to end for Bubblegum once you make it to the top?
Well, I'll make it to the top and climb over. And I'll say, I really hope that car is still there in the morning. But I'm glad I didn't go with my instincts and just ram the gates either. And she can't see the hooded figure though.
No, when you look back down, her Dusty shooting, you just see he's like shooting in the darkness at nothing.
And I'll say, it's going to be a close thing who gets who. Because God may have left, but he left me with some tricks too. And so that's how it will end for Bubblegum.
All right, sounds good. Charlie, you're up the top of the wall. You look down and see Dusty shooting, and for just a moment, you catch a glimpse of maybe a figure, but it's gone. How's the story going to end?
So Charlie is at the top of the wall and helps Bubblegum get up, and Bubblegum makes that statement. And she says, "Oh, I didn't take you for the religious type." But Bubblegum is, Charlie is going to, get right back on the bike, as they say, and tomorrow she'll head back to their encampment with the medicine needed. She'll take some time tonight to mourn her friends, and hope that sweet Alcamino is still out there in the morning. And she'll go on surviving as long as she can. That's all you can really do.
All right, sounds good. And Frenzy, make me a soul roll. See where your soul's going.
Yeah, I rolled a 19. So when she opens her eyes, suddenly she's has this beautiful city in front of her, and she's just like, "Damn, why didn't I die sooner?"
Huh. And what about Sam? Make a soul roll.
Come on, baby. 15.
All right. Tell us about.
Oh, wait. I have a penalty of 1, so 14.
Oh no!
no.
Oh man, so close, Sam. You
close.
tried to do your best, but tell us
All
about the last thing Sam sees. Then.
Yeah, I mean, the hand reaches out for him, and he just feels his soul being sucked out of him, and he says, "Oh, I should have lived my life in a bit of, in a more compulsive, impulsive way." And that's the last thing that you hear from him.
All right. Now the story is really going to end this way. Of course, we played the Hateful Place in a post-apocalyptic future of 2247. The adventure was called Pedal to the Metal. You three are able to survive. That got up there. You get the medical supplies. The man tells you that that rogue figure, that they've been getting word about this rogue figure going from village to village, but he cannot enter unless anybody invites him in. And he is stealing souls, and the people are calling him the devil himself. You find that out. We go back a couple days later, out on the highways again. You see the old traveling salesman, the merchant, because he's kind of pulled off on the side there, and he's a couple vehicles are around him, and he's like, "Yeah, I need to sell some stuff, and I've got all this stuff to sell, but I tell you what I really got here that I need to sell the most." And as he turns and he looks, you see the weathered, the wrinkled up face, and you see almost he has bloodshot eyes, it looks like. And he pulls out this dark, dark robe that is folded up real neat and nice. And he goes, "I want you to buy this robe from me, because I hear out there on the highway, it's always hell to pay."